Hey guys, this is going to serve as the syllabus introduction for the course. For any of you who have had me in class, you'll know full well I don't read these to you, so I'm not going to change that particular piece of tradition here. What I will tell you, if you just want to go ahead and grab that syllabus and open it here, you might want to just pause me if that's the case, then come on back. Some things of note are going to be as follows. Number one, I do not have and will not have office hours for summer one here. If you need to get a hold of me, I do not find that to be a completely foreign and strange concept. It's a class. You're going to have questions. Just message me, text me, or email me. Any and all of those I will have availability of. The one thing I can tell you is during the week of the 21st, from Monday to Friday, May 21st through 25th, I will be in a conference all day, every day. I will have probably at best very limited access to emails, etc. During that time. That doesn't mean that you can't message me or text me, etc. It just means that you'll have a little bit longer wait time before I get back to you. But absolutely positively, I will check my messages and my emails every night or periodically during the day. So don't let that chase you off. But I will not be on campus, so I will be useless to you if you are not in control of your own destiny and using messages, texts, and emails. Other things, you can read the course description, you can read the learning outcomes, etc. What I will tell you, the things that you'll be interested in are, yes, page number 2, go ahead and grab that ancient version of the textbook, New Perspectives in Adobe Flash CS5 Professional. The ISBN there is correct. You will absolutely positively need an Adobe Creative Cloud subscription. Also here on page number 2, the download link is there for you, and that is a good download link. Once you go there, do not pay for the software unless you are so inclined, but do not say that Eric told you to pay for the software, because I will say it again, do not pay for the software unless you are so inclined. There's a 30-day free trial. This class is under 30 days. You can do this for free if you so choose. We'll be using, here under the software section, CS5. If you would like to, and I encourage you to do so because you have 30 days of the free trial, you may as well, go ahead and grab Creative Cloud version of Animate. You may, but just a word here of caution, because Adobe wants so very, very much to control every aspect of who gets to use their software and when, etc. There's a licensing component that comes along with a fairly drastic systems penalty on your side. The more pieces of Adobe software you install, the more of these cheating listeners it installs, and the worse performance your system is going to have. I have a fairly old iMac by this time. It's a 2012 iMac. I have the software running on there, and I have 5 of the Adobe Creative Suite softwares running all concurrently. And what I will tell you is that I actually go through and turn off the Adobe listeners by default on startup, because they penalize the bojangles out of my system. So I suggest maybe get through the work here for this course first, and then spend that last 7 days playing around with the software, unless you have a really robust system. If you are thinking to yourself, hey, my crap top is so very, very close to dying, you may as well just throw it down the stairs rather than install a bunch of Adobe software on there, because at the very least you get the satisfaction of watching keys fly all over the place. So do be cautious with the software there as you're installing them. For the software, in case you do have some sort of catastrophic issue with your home system, in the Mac lab, it's 11.14 there in WTC. In the Mac lab, we have Adobe Creative Cloud, and we have the availability of going out and downloading CS5. If you need a work through for that, go ahead and look at the how to download CS5 walk through, and away you'll be able to go. Notification of services for students with disabilities. This applies to everybody. Not that I'm suggesting that everybody is disabled, but I'll speak for myself. Really, work with me and we'll get you whatever the help it is that you need. I understand it's only 3 weeks. I understand it's very compact. But if there's anything I can do that's going to help you be more successful for this class, whatever that might be, let me know. I'm going to try to investigate it for you. Next page, this would be page number 3, policy on academic honesty standards and procedures. It simply states don't cheat because Eric will find you. There's only a few of you, so if it's suspicious that you are doing exactly the same things in either pairs or teams of everybody, I'll figure it out pretty quick. So don't do that. You can ignore for large part the electronic devices policy, because if you're taking this course at home, I really don't give a damn what you're doing. As long as you're doing the work, go nuts. Just don't tell anybody about it. The thing you will probably find the most useful here on page number 4 is the modified / draconian late homework policy, because we only have 3 weeks, because I want to keep you on track, because frankly I do not want to create a situation where you are trying to do an impossible amount of homework as close to the deadline as possible. I will not accept late homework the same way I would in previous courses. I want to make sure that you are staying on track so that you cannot fall behind. The penalty here is I will not take late homework unless you have already reached out to me to talk to me about it. The homework absolutely positively does build. If you think about Web 101, chapter 1 goes to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5, etc. This book is exactly the same thing. It is terminal for you to miss a chapter. I just don't want to create an environment where, hey, it's summer, let's do this loosey-goosey, and now it's like 2 days before the end of the class and you're totally screwed. I want you to feel totally screwed as soon as it happens instead. So if you reach out to me and say, hey, look, something's going on, I don't know what that something's going on. Maybe you caught a Cubs game. Maybe you're going out of town. Maybe you found it was really nice outside and you went to a beer deck, that kind of thing. Hey, I am willing to work with that kind of stuff. But Sunday at midnight rolls around. I check it the next morning. Chapters 3 through 4 are not handed in. Those are officially late and terminated. You're going to need to keep on top of that, but they are not going to help you out there. I found that in a class this short, it's the best way to keep you on track with evil, frankly, is what I'm saying. So absolutely, positively, I'm going to stick to that. Do not be late with the homework unless you have reached out to me to say something about it. I want to make sure that you can finish everything, and instead of using a carrot, I'm using the stick here in this case. If you have any issues submitting work in Eagle or things of that nature, just get a message out to me and let me know. But no news is really not good news as far as that's concerned. As far as the point makeup goes, you can see that either in the Assignments tab in Eagle or the Modules tab, which I have everything kind of nicely arranged for you. In there, you can tell that there are quizzes / projects. Those are really quizzes. There are case problems. Those are the end of chapter cases, just like they would be in Web 101. And then there are the session assignments. Those are just like they would be in Web 101, the hands-on practice that guide you through the chapter. If you add up all the points, what you will notice is, roughly speaking, all 3 of those components are worth approximately the same percentage. So roughly speaking, a third of the grade is quizzes, a third of the grade is the case studies, and a third of the grade is the session assignments. This way, you can't rely on one or the other to help bolster a grade too substantially. And hopefully, if you just do them session assignments into case problems, into quizzes, everything follows a really nice, neat order, and you can, progress through everything in a way that makes, hopefully, the most sense for you. Finally, on the last 2 pages of the syllabus are the course outline. Absolutely positively, we will stick to this. It tells you the week, it tells you the topics covered, and what the assignments are. So absolutely positively stick to those. Do not fall behind. Do not fall into the trap of not budgeting quite correctly how much time this will take you, especially here in the beginning. It is learning a new software. There is a lot of stuff to kind of get used to, especially here in week one. Give yourself a lot of time. Really get into the content. Really look around the layout of the software and get used to things. And then, things kind of maintain that pacing through the next 3 weeks. Reach out early and often. Do not fall behind. I absolutely positively will take the late penalty, the new draconian late penalty of no points, which will be terminal. So do not forget to reach out if something is going on. So there you have it. That's one syllabus down and a whole bunch of content to go.